tainting everything you do. Right now, it was threatening to screw up my new life, the life that had started when my kids came along. That changed everything. Suddenly I was thinking, it might be time to get the hell out of Nigeria, take the money and go. All my life, since I ran out of my mother, I'd been like a gambler on a hot streak. Right now, I had to be worth 30, 40, maybe 50 million. Although, as someone once said to me, a man who could add up exactly what he's worth usually isn't worth much. Maybe this was the moment to scoop up my chips, cash them in, and spread the money out on the table. For the family. But even as all this raced through my head and the green of the jungle flashed past, I found myself thinking about the new tankers. They were going to bring a whole new dimension to the black market oil side of the business. No more shitty little barge loads picked up in the night in mosquito-infested swamps. No more dealing with punk bandits brandishing gold watches and guns. Every time I did the sums, I found myself breathing hard. We were already taking just about every gallon they produced in Warri. No wonder there was nothing left to sell to the locals. No wonder there were lines a mile long at every gas station. I was making $1.5 million profit a month with a 6,000-ton vessel, and now my man, the admiral, had fixed it for me to bring a 90,000-tonner right slap bang into the refineries in Lagos and Port Harcourt. 90 friggin' thousand. Welcome to the big league, Rob. I shifted forward in my seat as I caught sight of the oil drums lined up across the road and the uniformed figures lounging around them. Normally I would have a Navy guard in the vehicle with me, rifle poking out the side window, and we'd sail through. But today, the whole crew had gone missing, and nobody could tell me why. Even as Solomon slowed the car, I was fumbling around in my briefcase, feeling for the bundles of 20 and 50 naira notes. It was the mobile police. The guys with face shields and black uniforms, leather helmets hanging low at the back to protect their necks. The kill-and-go, who could gun down an innocent civilian anytime they wanted and walk away unpunished. Evil bastards, which is why I got a unit of them stationed across the road from my base in Warri, a unit whose commanding officer, Lieutenant Ogilby, now drew a nice monthly stipend from yours truly. But these guys we were approaching, they wouldn't have a clue who I was. As we pulled up, 3 or 4 of them sauntered towards the car. One tapped on my side window with the barrel of an Uzi. I wound it down. "Open the back," he said. I nodded to Solomon, who clicked the tailgate release. "Where are you going to?" the guy with the Uzi asked. "Lagos," I said. "Where have you come from?" "Warri." Where else did he think? Friggin' road only went from A to B through 200 miles of jungle and swamp. In any case, this was all preamble. He soon got to the point. "What have you got for me?" "What do you need?" "I need a drink of cold water." Translation: Gimme. I passed him a handful of notes. Solomon watched him pocket them. As we drove on, he said, "Is it any wonder the entire country is in trouble?" I didn't answer. I was counting the miles as we headed towards the capital. Night had fallen, and the sky was illuminated with an orange glow generated by a dozen scattered oil flares. What I now saw speeding by in the light of the headlamps reminded me of those photographs of the Somme battlefield. Bare mounds of earth, surrounded by oily puddles, the stark outline of blasted trees, here and there a lazy wisp of smoke curling up from a burned-out vehicle. On the roadside were shapeless bundles, some of which might have been bodies. I wound up the window and put the AC on high. "What the fuck happened here?" I said. Solomon murmured something about a pipeline blowing up, but it was clear he didn't want to pursue it. I must have dozed off for a while. Next thing I saw was a bluish color in the sky ahead, the lights of Lagos and Victoria Island. There was always heavy traffic, even at this time of night, but pretty soon we'd crossed the bridge and turned off the highway, and I could make out